Hello dears, I hope you are doing very well at your homes. So in our last video we have done about the divisibility test, factors, common factors and multiples, and I hope you have done the exercises also. That was actually truly very easy. The last exercise, common factors and multiples, was very easy. There's nothing to discuss more about it. Now we are going to learn about some more about divisibility rules. Some more about divisibility. We are going to learn about some more about divisibility. In that we are discussing 4 rules which you have not studied when you were studying about the test for the divisibility. Plus we are going to study about prime factorization and factor tree in this video. Hope this video will be useful for you. Don't skip the video. If you want, you can put the video or you can increase the speed of the video, but don't miss any part. Enough. So what we are going to learn about divisibility more. Rule number 1. If I am saying 18, 18 can be written as 9 into 2. Yes or no? Yep. And this 9 can be written as 3 into 3. Means instead of 9 I can write 3 into 3 into 2. So if I am saying 9 is a factor of 18, can I say 3 is a factor of 18 now? Yes. If 18 is divisible by 9, then 18 is also divisible by 3 because 3 is a factor of 9. Take one more example of 12. 12 can be written as 6 into 2. That means 6 is a factor of 12. It says that 6 is a factor of 12. So now what are the factors of 6? Factors of 6 are 3 2s are 6, 3 into 2, then this into 2. So I can say that 3 is also a factor of 12. Yes. So we are saying one rule here that if a number is divisible by another number, for example 18 is divisible by 9, 12 is divisible by 16. If this number is divisible by another number, maybe like 9 or 16, then the number is also divisible by its factor. Means this number is also divisible by the factors of 9. This 12 is also divisible by the factors of 6, that is 3 into 2. Great. Easy? Cool. Take one more, take the second one. Second rule. Second rule says that these are some journal rules which you can just remember that. Okay. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 says that if you have two co-prime numbers. So if I'm having two co-prime numbers like 4 and 5, I hope you know what are the co-prime numbers. Co-prime number are those numbers which are having only factor 1, which having a common factor 1. See, what are the factors of 4? The factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. And what are the factors of 5? The factors of 5 are 1 and 5. So what are the common factors here? 1. So what we are saying is that co-prime numbers are there. These are the co-prime numbers because 4 and 5 are the co-prime numbers. And good. Now I am saying that I am having two numbers. For example, I am having two numbers, that is 100. or let me take one number, that is 100. I'm having one number 100, and the 100 is divisible by 4 and is also divisible by 5. Means if two co-prime numbers are the factor of one number, if these two co-prime numbers are a factor of one number, then their product, that is 20, this 20 is also a factor of 100, is also a factor of 100. Means if a number is having two co-prime number as their factors, then the product of these co-prime number is also the factor of 100. Cool? Did you understand this thing? Thank you. Next point. Again, let me repeat it one more time. If a number is having two factors which are co-prime to each other, if a number is having factors which are co-prime to each other, then the product of co-prime is also a factor of this number. Thank you. Next rule says that if I'm having two numbers, for example 20 and 15, if I'm having two numbers and these two numbers are divisible by 5, I'm having two numbers which are divisible by 5, then the sum of these numbers is also divisible by 5. If two numbers are divisible by one number, or I can say two numbers are having one common factor, then their sum is also divisible by that factor. Two numbers are having a common factor, that is 5, then the sum of these numbers is also divisible by that factor. The same is the fourth point. Fourth point says that if two numbers are divisible by a number, then their subtraction or their difference is also divisible by that number. Take a bigger number like 36 and 20. 20 and 36 are divisible by 4. Divisible by 4. Then the difference of these, that is 36 minus 20, 16, is also divisible by 4. So 4 rules we have studied. The first rule says that if one number is having some factors or is it divisible by another number, then the factor of another number is also a factor of one number. You remember that? I took 18 as the example, 19 into 2 I have written, then 9 is having factors as 3, so 3 is also a factor of that 18. Rule number 2 says that, what is that? Anyone can repeat? Yep. Rule number 2 was that co-primes. What are the co-primes? Co-prime numbers are that number which are having only one factor, that is 1. So, if a number is having two co-prime factors, then the number can be divisible by the product of the co-primes also. Do you remember 100? 100 was divisible by 4 and it was divisible by 5, and the 100 is also divisible by the product of these numbers, that is 4 and 5, 20. Third rule says that if two numbers are divisible by one common factor, then the sum of these numbers is also divisible by 5 and the difference is also divisible by that number. Cool? Yes. I hope you understood these 4 journal rules. It's a bit like confused. It means it's like a little bit confused, but don't get confused about it. Just try to read the NCERT once, then definitely will be able to understand these all rules very clearly. Now the next is about prime factorization. Prime factors. or prime factorization. What are prime factors? I am asking you to write the factors of 36. See, 36 can be written as 9 4s are 36. 36 can be written as 18 2s are 36. It can be written as 12 3s are 36. And one more, it can be written as 6 into 6 36. 6 into 6 36. Then again it can be written as 1 into 6 1 into 36. Now let us further find out their factors. This 9 into 4 can be written, 9 can be written as 3 into 3, and this can be written as 2 into 2. Good. In this case, it can be written as 9 into 2 into 2. Then this 9 can be further classified as 3 into 3, then this 2, and then this 2. Enough. Now this 3 into 12 can be written as 3 into 4 into 3, or 3 4s are 12. 3 into 4 can be written as 2 into 2, and this 3 can be written as 3. This 6 can be written as 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. Now check whether all the last answers are same or not. Same means all are having 1 2 threes and 2 twos. 2 threes and 2 twos. 1 3 second 3 2 twos. 1 3 second 3 and 2 twos. So prime factors actually means that when you are doing the factorization of any number by using prime numbers. See, 2 3 2 3 2 3, these are actually the prime numbers, and you cannot further classify them, or you cannot further make the factors of this, because this will not be called as a prime factorization, because I'm able to go further down to make more factors of this. 12 can be written as more factor, that is 4 into 3, and this 4 can be written as more as 2 into 2. So the last which I am getting, which cannot be classified more into terms of factor, will be called as the prime factors. Or I am saying that any numbers is written in the form of prime numbers, and these prime numbers are the factors of that number, that will be called as the prime factorization. Or the prime factorization is generally done with the help of the prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, like these all. Further means it is done with the help of the prime numbers only. Okay. Now the next topic is factor tree. Factor tree. Factor tree. If I am saying what is a factor tree, like 100, draw the factor tree of 100. This 100 can be further written as 25 into 4. Good. This 25 can be further classified as 5 into 5. This 4 can be further classified as 2 into 2. So writing the prime factors in the form of a tree is actually called as the factor tree. Is actually called as the factor tree. Now if I am asking you to draw the factor tree of 42. 42 can be written as 7 into 6. I am able to do the more factors of 7. Do I am able to do the more factors of 7? No, because 7 is a prime number. But 6 can be further classified as 2 into 3. So don't forget to draw the arrows. So 2 into 3 into 7 will be called, this complete structure will be called as the factor tree, and 2 into 3 into 7 will be called as the prime factors of 42. So this is the factor tree. Instead of a factor tree, if I want to write in a normal sequence for this 42, how I can do it? As you have already studied in your grade 5th, 42. We are always going in the sequence wise manner. The smaller number should be first, like 2. Is it possible to divide it by 2? Yes. 2 2s are 4. What is the half of 42? That is 21. Is it possible to divide it by 3? Yes. 3 sevens are 21. Is it possible to divide by 5? No. So I will not write 5 here, but it is possible to divide by 7. So I will write here 7. 7 ones are 7. We have to do the prime factorization until or unless we are not getting 1 here. We are not getting 1 here. Take one more example, that is 50. Is it possible to divide it by 2? Yes. What is the half of 50? 25. Means half means dividing by 2. Is it possible to divide this 25 again by 2? No. Is it possible to divide 25 by 3? No. Is it possible to divide this 25 by 5? Yes. So I will write here 5. Read the table of 5. 5 5s are 25. Now by which number I can divide this 5? Again by 5 here. So 5 ones are 5. So what is the prime factorization of 42? 42 can be written as 2 into 3 into 7. This is called as the prime factorization. What is the prime factorization of 50? That is 2 into 5 into 5. Like that. I hope you have understood it. I know the initial part or the first part of this video was quite confusing, but don't get confused. Watch that again many times. Rewind it, see it, rewind it. If again you have a doubt, rewind it. Then don't forget to read your NCERT textbook about that rules, because it is very important to read that. Then only you will be understand all concept thoroughly and clearly without any doubt. Try to do the exercise by yourself at least up to question number 5. If it will possible for me, I will make the next video discussing the exercise question of this prime factorization and all from question number 5, because for initially first 5 parts are quite easy, but the next 5 parts or the next after 5, it's like we need to discuss it. I will try to make a video for that. Up to that time, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a blessed day ahead.